Get ready to guess who played Dad. Where's the Safari Lodge? Win a car talk. If you can guess, you'll win on Guess What? And now, here's the star of our show, Robin Ward.
Here we are. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. I don't know where we get them, but we get the best studio audiences in the world here. You can come back anytime you like. You're great looking. Let's hear it for yourself. Come on. Great. Nice to have you here. And welcome to you at home to our game. We've got a good game today and some tough questions, I think, to attempt to baffle our family teams. And we have new champs, the Olson family, who've won one game. This is game number 2. Maybe on their way to their first grand prize. And we have some new challengers. And right now, Nick, let's just introduce our teams, if you would.
All right, Robin. Our champions of family that have won one game meet the Olsons.
Hi, Robin. My name is Paula Olson, and I enjoy all sports, especially horseback riding. And I'm a full-time mother and a part-time system manager for a computer service company.
Didn't you have an experience once on a horseback where your horse stopped and you went?
Yes. It was a very icy, cold day, and I was on a horse, and he slipped, and I did a beautiful triple somersault over the top, landed on my feet, and all my friends applauded, thought it was a trick ride.
I thought it was a trick ride?
Yeah, it was great. I didn't know what I was doing.
Did you ever try and do it again?
No,
never again.
Never again.
Well, I wish you luck on the
Thank
show.
you very much.
You have your box, so you're all
yes,
set.
I've got my
Okay,
box.
fine. Nice to have you here. And Glenn, welcome back.
Hi, Robin. I'm Glen Olson. This is my wife, Paula. I work for Canada's largest airline, and I like outdoor sports and board games.
Great. Good luck on our game. And Joanne, how are you?
I'm fine, thanks. I'm Joanne Quinnett. I'm Glenn's cousin, and I'm a financial analyst for a large computer company, and I have 2 little daughters.
Well, play well today, and I wish you the best of luck. And right now, would you like to meet the challengers? Okay, Nick, let's meet those challengers, please.
All right, Robin. Here's a family that enjoy exercise and working out. Meet the Percys.
My name's Yvonne Percy, and I'm attending the University of Toronto. I'm studying to be a primary school teacher.
I see. What year are you in? Are you in
I'm just finishing up my first year.
first year? How are you finding it? It's a big university. Is it? You get lost in this crowd sort of thing? But you like it? So you want to teach little kids. Are teachers able to find jobs these days? I know there was a problem for a while with teachers. But you think that by the time you get
I'll
out,
have one.
I see. Well, good luck on our show today. It's nice to have you here. Relax, enjoy. It's only money and prizes and trips. Wayne, good to have you here.
Hi, Robin. I'm Wayne Percy. I'm Yvonne's brother, and I enjoy euchre and dogs and go-kart race.
Do you collect dogs? Do you have?
Well, I have 2 dogs, but I mean, you know, I just love dogs in general.
Well, I wish you the best of luck on the show today. You're up against some tough competition, and relax and enjoy. And Dawn, how are you?
I'm Dawn Dirksen. This is my aunt and uncle, and
Really?
yeah, I'm a registered nurse at a Scarborough hospital. I enjoy traveling and all kinds of sports.
They don't kind of look like they'd be your aunt and uncle somehow.
Would it help if I say we're all newsy?
Oh, I don't know if that would help. I wouldn't touch that line. You can say that because you're from Newfoundland. I can't say it.
Okay.
It's good to have you all here. Are you ready to try and play our game? Okay, look at our board then, and let's play. Okay, some names of some well-known stars are appearing on our board, as you can see, and here's our first question. It's worth 60 points. Here it is. Who played Ava Gardner's father in Earthquake in 1974, the movie Earthquake? Ava Gardner's father. Was it George Burns, Michael Landon, Lorne Greene, Fred Astaire, Donald O'Connor, or Chris Plummer? Who played Ava Gardner's father in the movie Earthquake? 60 points. We start with Paula.
Is it Lorne Greene?
That is correct for 60 points. In fact, though, Lorne Greene is only 7 years older than Ava Gardner, but he looks like everybody's father, so I don't know exactly how old they are, but he played her father. So excellent guess, off to a good start, Olson family. Let's go to our second question. It's worth 60 points once again. Here's the question. What was the name of the first gorilla born in captivity, December 1956 at the Columbus, Ohio Zoo? Her mother's name was Christiana, and her father's name was Baron. I'm sure that'll help you quite a bit in this particular question. The name of the first gorilla born in captivity. Was it Chrissy II, Bandy, Suzette, Nell, Colo, or Vanessa? The first gorilla born in captivity in 1956. And for 60 points, we start with Yvonne.
I'll say Vanessa.
That's a good guess. It's incorrect. Down to 50 points over to Glenn.
Suzette?
Nope, not Suzette either. Down to 40 points now, and over to Wayne.
I'll say Bandy.
No, down to 30 points now, and we're over to Joanne.
I'll say Chrissy II.
That's a good guess. It's incorrect. We're down now to 20 points. Last chance to make some points out of this question. Dawn, it's up to you.
Nell?
No, it is not Nell. Colo was the name of the first gorilla born in captivity in 1956. Obviously, not a very well-known fact. Mind you, it is a long time ago, so no points made on that question. Let's go into our next question, which is a team effort. So, little flaps up if you would, please, and please keep your answers confidential. It's also a visual question, so we'd like you right now to look at the monitor in our studio. Now, this flower that you see here has the name of a popular child's plaything. Guess if it's A, a rattle flower, B, a doll flower, C, a balloon flower, or D, a wagon flower. And think about that for 5 seconds, if you would, please. And Paula, what kind of flower do you think that is?
A rattle flower?
I think it's a rattle flower. And Glen?
I picked A as well, a rattle flower.
50 points if you're both correct. And Joanne, are you going to make this unanimous?
No.
No.
The doll
I
flower.
think it's a doll flower. And Yvonne, what is your vote?
I said A, a rattle flower.
Rattle flower. And Wayne?
I said A also, a rattle flower.
50 points if you're both right. Dawn, what is your guess?
D, a wagon flower.
You think a wagon flower. Well, let's find out. I've never seen this flower before, and maybe none of you have either. Let's find out right now what the name of this flower is. The answer is C, a balloon flower. As you can hear by that rude buzzer, there were no correct answers on that particular question, and so no points were made, and the points now stand. Our champs, the Olson family, have got 60 points, so they're ahead. The Percy family have yet to win a point, but there's much more game coming up, and it's coming up after these words. Okay, our champions, the Olson family, this is game number 2 for them. If they win 5 games, they will win our grand prize. And let's find out what our grand prize is today, Nick.
It's a trip to the sunny south, Robin. A beautiful trip for 2 to Acapulco from Ward Air, the airline that saves you money yet never cuts corners on comfort and service. Next time you fly, insist on Ward Air and discover the pleasures of traveling Ward Air class. Thank you very much.
That's right. Okay, on with our game. Second round here, and our first question, once again, is worth 60 points. And here it is, sports question here. The NHL record for ties in one season is 24. In one season, there was 24 ties. Now, which team holds that record? The Chicago Blackhawks, the Boston Bruins, Philadelphia Flyers, St. Louis Blues, Montreal Canadiens, or Toronto Maple Leafs? The record for the most ties in one season, which was 24 ties. And for 60 points, we start with Paula.
How about the Boston Bruins?
That is incorrect, Paula. Down to 50 points. Over to Yvonne.
I know so much about sports. I'll say Toronto.
That's incorrect as well. And we're down to 40 points now. Over to Glen.
I'll say Chicago.
Nope, not Chicago. Glen, we're down to 30 points now. And over to Wayne.
I'll say Philadelphia.
That is correct for 30 points. Excellent. You really got to be a sports buff to know that one, and excellent answer. They set the record, in fact, during the 1969-70 season, 24 ties in one season. Fairly boring season from the sound of it. Okay, let's go to our next question. Again, it's worth 60 points. And here it is, a cooking question. Any of you big in the kitchen? Yvonne, are you a chef or anything?
I try.
You try, okay.
Listen how
Okay, this is an egg question. How many eggs would a chef generally use in a souffle to be eaten by 4 people? Would he use 2 eggs, 4 eggs, 8 eggs, 10 eggs, 12 eggs, or 16 eggs? How many eggs in a souffle that is designed to be eaten by 4 people? And for 60 points, we start with Joanne.
I'm going to say 16.
That is incorrect, Joanne, and we go to Dawn, down to 50 points.
10?
Nope, not 10 either. We're down now to 40 points, and over to Paula.
How about 12?
How about 12? That is incorrect. Down to 30 points, over to Yvonne.
4.
That is correct. 30 points. So, Joanne, if you were making a souffle, you'd give 4 eggs per person in that souffle. Haven't you heard about cholesterol? No, in fact, generally, they use 1 egg per person, any souffle. I don't know why that is. I would have thought there was more, so good answer on that. We now have a tie game going on. Both teams have 60 points. We now go to an audio question. Once again, it's worth 60 points. We ask you to listen carefully to this clue, please. question we're asking is that the sound of water boiling, a faucet running, the bath draining, a babbling brook, a rhino drinking, or Niagara Falls? What does that sound? And for 60 points, we start with Glen.
I'll go with a bath draining.
No, it is not a bath draining. Down to 50 points, over to Wayne.
I'll say it's a babbling brook.
That is correct for 50 points. Tough question. Good answer. Percy family have moved ahead. We now go to a team effort, so little flaps up if you would, please, and please keep your answer confidential. This is a TV trivia question. It's for you TV fans, and here's the question. In 1976, NBC TV debuted a series starring a talking car. What was the title of the series? Was it called A, Car 54, Where Are You? B, Fasten Your Seatbelt? C, My Mother the Car? Or D, Come Honk Your Horn? And you have 5 seconds to think about this important question. Time is up. Paula, what do you think the name of that series was?
C, My Mother the Car.
Take My Mother the Car. And Glen?
See My Mother the Car.
Okay, you both agree, so it's 50 points if you're right. Joanne, what is your guess?
See My Mother the Car.
100 points if you're all correct. Let's see how the Percy family voted. Yvonne?
I said A, Car 54.
Okay, Wayne?
I remember the show very well. It was My Mother the Car.
Okay, and Dawn?
I don't remember it. I said A, Car 54.
Okay, let's find out right now what the name of this 1976 TV series was starring a talking car. The answer is C, My Mother the Car. Now, Jerry Van Dyke played the lead character, a man whose mother had died and was reborn as his car. Very strange series. I've always been a big favorite of mine, and sure some of you too. There were 3 correct answers, as a matter of fact, so maybe it was a favorite of yours. Adding, you add 100 points to your score. 1 correct answer on the Percy family team. They had 20 points to their score. The scores now stand a very close game still. Our champs are ahead with 160 points. The Percys are trailing very slightly with 130. Close game. More to come after this. Thank you. If you would like to be a contestant on Guess What and try and win some of our great prizes, or a member of our wacky, wonderful studio audience, we'd love to have you come down, and all you have to do is drop us a line. And here's Nick to give you the address.
All right, Robin, if you plan to be in Toronto and would like to be a part of Guess What, in the audience or as a player, please write Guess What, Box 9, Station O, Toronto, Ontario. Some members of our studio audience may receive products from Monarch, makers of fine quality baking products, including Monarch Muffin Mix, fresh, nutritious, and so easy to make. That's Monarch. Today's runner-up prize is from Weston, the electric meat grill, griddle with oven. You'll be able to cook and warm an entire meal with its convenient kitchen helper. Enjoy your new griddle from Weston. Thank you.
Thank you, Nick. We have a very close game going on. Our champs, the Olsons, are ahead by only 30 points, 130 to 160, and we go into this round. Let's see how you all do. This first question, once again, is worth 60 points, and here it is. Guess who Franklin Delano Roosevelt defeated to win the 1944 presidential election? Did he defeat Wendell Willkie, Thomas Dewey, Harry Truman, Adlai Stevenson, Herbert Hoover, or Alfred Landon? Who did FDR, Franklin Delano Roosevelt, defeat to win the 1944 presidential election? 60 points. We start with Joanne.
Oh, I was afraid it was me. Adlai Stevenson?
That is incorrect. In fact, Adlai Stevenson ran in 1952, so we're down to 50 points now. Over to Dawn.
Harry Truman?
No, that is incorrect, and we're down now to 40 points. Over to Paula.
Pure guess, Thomas Dewey.
That is correct. 40 points. Herbert Hoover was beaten in 1932, and Alfred Landon was beaten in 1936. So that was a good guess, Paula. You've moved ahead by a little bit now, and we go to the next question. Again, it's worth 60 points, and here it is. Now, recently, as you know, Queen Elizabeth revisited a Kenyan safari lodge where she was informed of the death of her father back in 1952 on her first visit there. Guess the name of that lodge in Africa. Is it rosebuds, dandelions, high shrubs, treetops, flower stems, or fieldstones? The name of this Kenyan safari lodge where Queen Elizabeth first went in 1952 and recently revisited that particular lodge. For 60 points, we start with Yvonne.
I'll say treetop.
That is correct for 60 points. Yeah, that's the place where you can sit there and have a drink and a meal, and it's set, I understand, in the animal's watering hole. So all the animals come down to drink, and you can observe marvelous wildlife. And that's where, of course, she was informed of King George's death back in 1952. Good answer on that. We now go to our next question. Again, it's worth 60 points. A tough question. Here it is. India's official language is Hindi, but what is the country's official name? Is it called Bharat, Nandua, Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha, Dharma Chakra, or Jaipur? You try and say that. Okay, for 60 points, we start with Glen. India's official name.
I'll go with the first one.
Bharat is correct for 60 points. Now, in the Hindi language, which is India's official language, Bharat means Union of India. So, excellent guess on that, Glen. We now go to our last question. And it's a pretty close game still, so because the point value is triple in this question, this will probably decide the game. It's also a team effort, so flaps up if you would, please. And here is the last question. In the comic strip Blondie, what is the name of the mailman who delivers to Dagwood and Blondie's house? Is this mailman's name A, Mr. Plimpton, B, Mr. Limpert, C, Mr. Dithers, or D, Mr. Beasley? You have 5 seconds to think about that. Time is up, and Paula, what do you think Blondie and Dagwood's mailman's name is?
D, Mr. Beasley.
I think it's Mr. Beasley. Glen?
D, Mr. Beasley.
200 points if you're both correct. Joanne, what's your guess?
C, Mr. Dithers.
All right. And Yvonne, what's your guess?
C, Mr. Dithers.
Okay, Wayne?
I said A, Mr. Plimpton.
And Dawn?
D, Mr. Beasley.
All right, let's find out right now what Dagwood and Blondie's mailman's name is. The answer is D, Mr. Beasley. Mr. Dithers, in fact, some of you guessed, is Dagwood's boss. So kind of a tricky question there. I look around me and I see that our champions are still the Olson family. 460 points. Congratulations. Thank you. And Percy family, it was a very close game. You were ahead some of the time. You played well. It was a tough fight, and it's been a pleasure having you on Guess What. Thanks for joining us. You won some nice prizes, too. Thank you. Olson family, this is game number 2. You're still our champs, and let's see what you've won today. Nick, please.
The Olson family has won watches from Longines Wittnauer, his and hers quartz watches with dust and moist-resistant crystal. The Diamond Premier for him, the Diamond Contessa for her. Very Swiss, very thin, very Longines. And a selection of tools from Stanley Works of Canada. With high-quality tools, Stanley helps you do things right. Putting your toolkit together with the best means, of course, Stanley.
Okay, some nice prizes, and we're going to be playing, of course, for more prizes plus cash on our bonus round, and that's coming up right after these words, so stay tuned. Okay, after a very close game, the Olson family have managed to retain their championship, and they're winners today, and of course, now we're going to play our bonus round. Let's find out what our bonus prize is today, Nick.
It's a stereo system from Mitsubishi. The X7 integrated music system with speakers, the linear tracking vertical turntable combined with metal tape cassette deck and two-way bass reflex speaker system delivers beautiful sound. It's all from Mitsubishi, Robin. Thank you.
Thank you, Nick. Okay, let's get into the first question in our bonus round. This question, of course, as always, is worth $50 plus the right to go on to the big bonus prize, which is a stereo. This time we put 4 answers up here. You get 1 guess each. And here is the first question. The Faroe Islands, that's F-A-E-R-O-E, the Faroe Islands are 18 islands in the North Atlantic. Which country do these islands belong to? Norway, Denmark, Britain, or Sweden? What country do the Faroe Islands belong to? And $50, we start with Paula.
Norway?
That is incorrect, Paula. Down over to Glen.
Denmark?
That is correct, $50. Very good. Off to a very good start in our bonus round. Now it's time for the second bonus question. It's again worth $50, plus the right to go on once again. And this time we make it a little tougher on you because we're going to put 5 answers up here. And of course, you'll get 1 guess each. And here is the question. The 1965-66 series, Gidget, starring Sally Field, portrayed a young teenager and her best friend's escapades. What was the name of Gidget's girlfriend? Was it Betty Sue? Was it LaRue? Cindy Lou? Frida? Or Zelda? The name of Gidget's girlfriend in the series Gidget, starring Sally Field. And for $50, we start with Glen.
Betty Sue?
No, that is incorrect, and we're over to Joanne.
Cindy Lou?
Not Cindy Lou either. And Paula, the big bonus prize is entirely up to you. Don't feel pressured, though.
No,
Relax.
not at all. I think it's Zelda.
Zelda is incorrect. In fact, Gidget's friend was named LaRue. But don't feel bad. You didn't win the bonus prize today, but there's always another day. You're still our champs. And now we're going to play the last bonus question for another $50, because we're real sports on this show. So here's our last bonus question. This time we put 6 answers up here. Guess where the world's largest telescope is located. Is it Mount Palomar, Mount Hopkins, Mount Wilson, Mount Pastukov, Mount La Silla, or Mount La Palma? Where is the world's largest telescope located? And for $50, we start with Joanne.
Mount Palomar?
That is incorrect. It's not the very largest, and we're over to Paula.
Mount Wilson?
No, that is incorrect as well. Glenn, it's up to you.
Mount Hopkins?
No, it's in fact located on Mount Pastukov in the USSR. So the size of the mirror is 236 inches, and the one in Mount Palomar is only 200 inches. So you didn't win our bonus today, but you've done very well. You've won 2 games now, 3 more games, and it's off to Mexico.
Great.
All right. So you must be feeling pretty good, pretty confident.
Getting a little bit better.
It's a close game today, though.
Yeah,
we
it was
really
very
had
good.
it was really back and forth for quite a while there. Weren't sure about the outcome.
No.
Have you ever been on a game show before? Or is this your first time?
No, I've been on definition once.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And how did you do on the show?
I won 2 games.
You won 2 games?
Yep.
That's a tough game
Yeah,
as well.
it is.
I know. People often say about this show and about Definition, other shows, they say, well, we play so well at home. In fact, I've been on Definition. They've said, boy, were you dumb on the show. I said, well, once you're up there, it's a different ballgame than when you're sitting at home in your living room. It gets a lot tougher.
It is a lot tougher.
But you played beautifully, and you're coming back another day to try for a grand prize. I congratulate you, and thanks for joining us. And we'll leave you the words of the old wise sage and philosopher. I sometimes do this. If you're ever in a tough position, have to make a decision, get all the facts together, really be coherent, and then do what we do on the show. Take a wild guess. Maybe you'll be right. See you next time on Guess What. Thanks for joining us. Thank you.
Promotion continues with the 1984 Winter Olympic Games from Sarajevo, Yugoslavia, beginning Monday, February 6th through to Sunday, February 19th, with coverage of most major events and highlights right here on CFTO TV, your Olympic station in Toronto.
This is Nick Hollenbrake speaking for Guess What, a Glen Warren production.